Masa, Hule, Kita, Kilame, Hirwata, Tamarumo, Rumo, Hasicha. Where were you when I'm sick? Where were you when I'm there? So fast, Kichi, Emoye, so fast, Kichi, Etati, Kichi, Kichima, Sipram Konto, Alliance, shoot to kill, Hamaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer, brr, pa, brr, pa. Attention.
I'm adjourning the house.
Point of order. Point of order.
I'll kill you outside. After this meeting, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Point of order.
Now, Sergeant and arms, leave the house. Point of order. And stop screaming at us. Lower that hand. Orupume, thank you. I now suspend the proceedings. Security services, you may intervene. Security services of the Republic of South Africa, you now come into the chamber and remove the members. The business is suspended for the next 10 minutes.
Julius Sello Malema, born on March 3, 1981 in Limpopo and expelled from the ANC Youth League before founding the Economic Freedom Fighters in July 2013, has spent more than a decade turning outrage into oxygen for his political brand. By 2022, the EFF claimed over 1 million card-carrying members, an extraordinary number for a party that is barely 12 years old and still seats its headquarters in a modest building in Johannesburg. Yet in the 2024 general election, the movement won just over 1.5 million votes, or 9.52% of the national total, down from 10.80% in 2019. And slipped from 44 to 39 National Assembly seats, even as Jacob Zuma's new MK party vaulted past it into third place. The disparity between organizational muscle and electoral yield is the first clue that Malema's politics of provocation are as risky as they are riveting. His preferred tactic is the deliberately inflammatory soundbite, exemplified in the apartheid-era struggle song Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer. When the courts ruled in 2022 that chanting the lyric is protected political speech, Malema seized the judgment as a license to sing the refrain at Human Rights Day rallies in 2025 before a live television audience, daring critics to litigate again. The legal victory protected him, the spectacle helped keep him trending. Researchers who mapped party leaders' social media habits during the 2019 campaign found that Malema posted more frequently than either the ANC or DA leaders and dominated hashtag spikes that carried his slogans far beyond his core support. Disinformation tracking groups have pointed out that Malema told millions of his followers not to believe anything they read in the newspapers, an anti-media narrative he still deploys when scandals threaten to stick. Provocation also plays out on the institutional stage. In February 2023, Malema and 5 senior lieutenants stormed the State of the Nation address, blocking President Cyril Ramaphosa at the podium. Parliament suspended them for a month without pay, timing the penalty to bar them from the following year's event. 2 years earlier, he threatened a Malian MP with violence during a chaotic brawl over leadership rotation at the Pan-African Parliament in Midrand, scenes that drew continental criticism. The pattern is unmistakable. Disruption ensures live coverage, which guarantees Malema the national conversation at negligible financial cost. Internationally, the show is the same. In May 2025, he was due to address Cambridge University's Africa Together conference, but the UK High Commission failed to issue a visa in time, prompting Malema to denounce London for silencing dissent while simultaneously weaponizing the snub for domestic sympathy. Botswana had already barred him for 13 years after he suggested regime change against then-President Ian Khama. In 2011, the ban was finally lifted in 2024, a reversal Malema celebrated as a victory for radicalism. In 2023, he urged China, India, and Brazil to boycott the BRICS summit if Vladimir Putin could not attend, accusing Western countries of bullying tactics, and told a BBC interviewer he would arm Russia because it is fighting imperialism. The comments sparked diplomatic backlash but again delivered saturation coverage. Financial controversy has tracked him too. A forensic report into the collapse of VBS Mutual Bank traced millions to figures close to the EFF and alleged indirect benefit to the party. Whistleblowers have claimed Malema used these funds to finance a lavish lifestyle. The South African Revenue Service assessed him for over 18 million rands in unpaid taxes in 2014. After 3 failed compromise offers, he signed a settlement requiring monthly payments and ceding high-value assets, including a Santon property. Despite this, Malema continued to accuse the tax agency of political targeting, even claiming the president ordered audits against EFF donors, an allegation SARS denied in a public statement. Does the provocation translate into power or sabotage it? The EFF seat share fell by 5% in 2024, and its national vote dipped by more than 1 percentage point, even as overall turnout rose. Independent polling found that while Malema enjoys near-total name recognition, his trust deficit widened after each major controversy, especially among urban voters over 35, an essential block for coalition building. Meanwhile, former Deputy Floyd Shivambu's defection to Zuma's MK party in 2024 underscored internal strain that many analysts link to Malema's combative style. In short, provocation keeps him in the headlines but may also be capping his ceiling. The UK visa issue trended for nearly 2 days, but was followed by a notable dip in public favourability. Yet Malema shows no sign of moderating. In March 2025, hours after legal experts reaffirmed that "kill the bar" remains lawful political speech, he led tens of thousands of supporters in the chant at a national rally broadcast live on public television, drawing international condemnation and regional praise in equal measure. The online reaction was immediate, with over 500,000 impressions in just a few hours, demonstrating once again that outrage is a renewable resource in his political toolkit. Malema's playbook rests on 3 pillars: manufacture spectacle, weaponize backlash, and monetize attention through organizational growth. It is a strategy that has delivered him personal prominence, a million-strong membership roll, and continuous media airtime. But it also alienates potential coalition partners, fuels donor fatigue, and exposes him to escalating legal and fiscal peril. Whether history judges it as masterclass strategy or self-sabotage may hinge on the next election cycle, one in which the ANC has already lost its majority and minor parties hold unprecedented leverage. If you found this exposé valuable, join the channel membership for exclusive political briefings. Support the channel by donating via Super Thanks. Let the ads play through for at least 30 seconds to help sustain our work. And don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like to boost visibility and keep the conversation going.